if the reporting verb is in present tense. He says, I do my work. He says, I do my work. He says it is reporting verb, it is in present tense, then there will be no change in the direct speech. But there will be no change in tense. Only there will be no change in tense, right? He says, I do my work. He says that he does his work. Present indefinite. Now come to present continuous. He says, I am doing my work. He says he is doing his work. My work is changed into his work. Now come to present perfect. He says, I have done my work. He says that he has done his work. Now present perfect continuous. He says, I have been doing my work. It is indirect. It is direct speech. He says, I have been doing my work. Indirect. He says that he has been doing his work. Okay? Now, listen me. If the reporting speech is in present tense, right? It is all about if the reporting speech is in present tense. The next tense, he says, I did my work. He says, I did my work. He says that he did his work. Right? He says, next, the past continues. He says, I was doing my work. He says that he was doing his work. Right? Then past perfect. He says, I have done my work. He says that I had done my work. Past perfect. He said that he had done his work. Now come to past perfect continued. He says, I had been doing my work. He says that he had been doing his work. Now the next. He says, future now, I will do my work. He says that he will do his work. Next, future continues. He says, I will be doing my work. He says that he will be doing his work. Right? The next, he says, future perfect. He says, I will have done my work. He says that he will have done his work. Now future perfect continues. He says, I shall have been doing my work. It is direct speech. He says, I will have been doing my work. Indirect speech, he says that he will have been doing his work. Okay? Now, you must have to learn properly the changes of pronoun, changes of places. Okay? Just I am giving you some text about change. You can read it very properly and you can get by heart what are the change takes place when you are going to change the direct speech into indirect speech. Okay? Thank you very much.